Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with our ACF Ultimate series, specifically with quests and dialogue. A brief reminder as it's been a few episodes, we do ask that you do not make any changes to the full sample or integrations folders. Additionally, we ask that you do not mess around with the plugin content as well. We do encourage you to duplicate or make children of everything that you can find within these folders within your own separate folder. That way, when there's an update, you don't lose out or lose work. All right. So by the end of this episode, we are going to be able to complete a quest. Nice, simple, easy quest. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to delete, we'll remove the work that I did so that I can go through it with you step by step. All right. So the first thing we need to make sure we have are the tags. Um, I have gone over it briefly within the general portion, and I'm going to go over it again because it is a new section. So you can fast forward a couple of minutes or seconds if you need to or want to. Gameplay tags are how everything is run within this project, and you can find them if you go into project settings, gameplay tags, you have all these data tables. Um, right here is my delete, which what it holds is the quest.tutorial, and it's called delete because I'm going to be deleting it because it's not going to be in the sample projects. So, how you make data tables is you just, or the data table for that, right click, data table, and then gameplay tag table row, and you can name your tables and name the rows whatever you want. So make sure that you have a table for quest tags if you don't already. The next thing we are going to do is create a quest. So again, you can go through the blueprint method, I believe is the old way. But here in ACF Tools, we have a quest graph right here. So I'm going to type that in right here, and I'm going to name it tutorials all the way because I can. Then I'm going to open it up. And here's what we start with. We have the quest tag, name, and description. The name and description you'll see right up here. You can also see it in the, what's the word I'm looking for? I believe the quest description you will see in the quest widget, the journal widgets while in play. So we'll definitely take a look at that. And then if you want your quest to have an icon, all very important things. So first thing we're going to do is I named my quest tutorial. So that's what it's going to be, quest name. Tutorials all the way. Learn more about quests and dialogue. All right. Next thing we're going to do, right click anywhere in the graph, and you want to get a start quest node. And obviously, you can make it to where certain things happen when the activation actions. So if you want things to activate upon this quest starting, you can. We then are going to right click and do an objective node and immediately connect them. When you click on this, it's just a transition name. There's nothing else about these. It's just about objectives. So within the objectives, there are several examples already made for you. If we jump to any of these, we will go to the ACF interact with objective BP. Let me find that real quick. ACF interact with objective. Right click so that I can show in folder view. Here's all the objectives provided in integrations, quests, objectives. And when we open it, event on objective started. So obviously you want to make sure you get the parent and it goes through. And as always, we encourage you to take a look at everything that is here. Here's all the events that it comes with. There's more to override. Well, some of them are custom, but some of the events are custom. But then you have additional functions that you can call. But yeah, a lot to figure out, a lot to learn. This way, if you have your own unique objective, you can now set it up. Well, you've been able to set it up, but I'm making sure you guys understand that you can. Right click, then you go to the tools, quest objective, right there. So as I stated, we are going to do interact with objective BP. So there's two ways of going about doing this. I feel like I've done something wrong. 1 second. ACF interact with objective BP. No. Oh, that's why. You hit the down arrow. You have the default. You can ignore this. I think it's from an older version, so it's there. Not 100% sure. Anyways, here you have the objective tag, name, description. So these, I apologize, are what you'll see up here, or at least the description. You now have two ways of getting a reference. You can either give the reference a gameplay tag or a soft reference. Me personally, I like soft references. It'll keep my data table, my gameplay tag tables smaller. So that's what we're going to do. So here under referenced actors, I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to select my door, my great gate, and now it is 100% aware of it. I did not give the objective I did not give a tag to the objective. You can if you wish. It is certainly encouraged, and it is something we will be doing for additional as we improve upon this quest line. We will be doing objective tags, but for just this one thing, I'm not going to worry about it. So the objective name it whatever you would like. I'm going to name it open door. And then open the door to gain access to the world. With a soft reference in place, there's only one door, so repetitions is left at 1. And that is everything I need to do in this node. The next thing we need to do is to drag off of here and do a quest succeeded node. And in here, you can either do absolutely nothing or next quest tag if it's a chain quest. Hit the plus sign. You've got all these things that you can do in the activation actions, just like with the start of the quest. So I'm going to do a reward action. Experience given. I'm going to do 250 this time. No item reward, no currency. So we're good to go there. Hit save. We're not done. Next thing we need to do is you need to go to your state machine that we talked about in the last episode. And here in first quest, we need to give it this quest tag, quest tutorial. So go ahead and give the quest that you're naming. Hit save. Fantastic. We won't need this again, so we can close it. I'm going to close that as well. And now you would think that we're done, but we're not. We need to go into our controller. First thing you need to make sure you do, if you didn't, is when you made your own state machine, that you place it in your controller in this FSM component right here. Make sure you place that or it's not going to work. Then go to ACF Quest Manager BP, and we need to make a quest database. So, as per usual, right click, not game, data table, and it is of type something with the word quest. Yep. Hit OK. And I'm just going to name it quest data. And I open it up, hit the plus sign, and we place it here. So every single quest that is in the game, you will place here. So this will get considerably lengthy, and depending on how complex your game is, and that's fine. This is all just these are all just quests that are being soft referenced and are ready to be utilized when the time is the time. So once you have the quests in here, come back to your controller and you place the quest in there. Now, lastly, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to go to the gate. I already have open here. And we need to add something. So we're going to add. We're going to type in quest and do the AQS quest target. Because I believe the manager, the manager goes on the player. And this is all you need to place. You can place a target tag. If you're doing the tag method, this is what you would do. But for some reason, whether you use the tag or not, this needs to be here. Compile and save. Hit play. As you can see, tutorials all the way. Open door. If I hit inventory, go to quests. Highlight over tutorials all the way. Learn more about quests and dialogue. Objectives. Open door. All right. Open the door. I have gotten my experience. Fantastic. Now you guys know how to do the basics of a quest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're willing and able, go ahead and buy me a coffee or join me on my Patreon. Have a fantastic day.